2016. We've structured our transportation in such a manner that most working adults believe that owning and maintaining their own vehicles is integral to their full participation in contemporary society. Yet American automobiles sit unused about 95% of the time. When we do drive those vehicles, they're terribly inefficient. More than 95% of the automobiles sold in the United States today are propelled by internal combustion engines that use gasoline. Less than 30% of the energy from the gasoline you put in your car is used to move it down the road. The rest of the energy is wasted as heat and sound, or used to power accessories like headlights, radios, and air conditioners. Because typical vehicles weigh around 3,000 pounds and typical people weigh around 150 pounds, only about 5% of the gasoline energy translated into motion is used to move the driver, which amounts to just 1.5% of the total energy in gasoline. Such inefficiencies arise because we purchase automobiles that are massively overbuilt for the purposes we most frequently use them. Waymo CEO John Krafcik calls this the occasional use imperative. Think about it. In the United States, 85% of personal travel is by automobile. Average occupancy of 1.7 occupants per vehicle mile falls to just 1.1 occupants in vehicles conducting work commutes. Vehicle speed in congested cities can run as low as 12 miles per hour on average. And yet the cars, trucks, and SUVs we drive have enough room for at least 5 adults. With engines so powerful, many can travel at 120 miles per hour and beyond. The mix of cars on our nation's roadways is completely messed up, Krafcik observes. These overbuilt vehicles are dangerous because they're heavy. The World Health Organization estimates that auto crashes around the world kill 1.3 million people a year. In 2016 alone, 37,461 Americans were killed in auto crashes, contributing to make unintentional injuries the leading cause of death for Americans in the first half of life. Using your vehicles just 5% of the time means that you have to figure out a place to store them the other 95%. So, you need to devote a good chunk of your home to a garage and driveway. And not only that, where you work has to reserve space for your car too. As does your favorite shopping mall, your dentist's office, the stadium for your favorite sports team, your city's streets. The list goes on. So, we pave over big swaths of valuable real estate in our cities, creating asphalt heat islands that elevate urban temperatures and may contribute to climate change. All of which is why Morgan Stanley financial analyst Adam Jonas calls the automobile the world's most underutilized asset, and the auto industry the most disruptible business on earth. It's why Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Edward Humes says, in almost every way imaginable, the car, as it is deployed and used today, is insane. I couldn't agree more. Thankfully, we've entered a period that is moving us toward a saner transportation solution, one of those rare disruptions that will improve the way life happens for decades and perhaps centuries to come. This transformation will occur because it allows people to get around at lower cost more conveniently. Happily, the solution also happens to be better for the Earth. Many of the key players in the disruption turned to their work after a moment of extreme frustration with automobiles and the system they've spawned. For example, consider Google co-founder Larry Page, who fatefully did not have a car when he attended the University of Michigan as an undergraduate. Page studied at the University of Michigan from 1991 to 1995 to get his bachelor's degree in computer engineering. He had a strong personal connection to the school. His grandfather, an auto worker for General Motors and Flint's Chevrolet plant, had driven Page's father and aunt around the Ann Arbor campus of the University of Michigan and told the children that they would one day attend the place. Both did. Page's father also met Page's mother there. So it was almost inevitable that Page himself would attend U of M. Ann Arbor is a pleasant place in the spring, summer, and fall, full of trees and rolling hills, student cyclists and joggers, the landscape dominated by the green of natural vegetation, and the so-called maize and blue that are the school's official colors. But in winter, the campus turns into a difficult place to be outside. Few people get around by bicycle between December and March because Michigan winters can be brutal.